Hello, good evening, and welcome to an off-track football special. Tonight, we are going to be looking ahead to the highly anticipated football match, which is taking place at Bradford this Bank Holiday Monday. The match, as you know, will be Brisker Formula 1 stock car drivers versus the mini stocks drivers. And as we did for the time trials a couple of months ago, for those who cannot make Bradford on Monday, we are going to live stream the match on the BSCDA's Facebook page. So with me this evening to preview this fantastic piece of pre-meet entertainment, we firstly have Danny Wayman, who has taken on the role of the Formula 1 drivers team captain. Good evening, Danny.
Good evening.
Are you excited?
Excited, nervous, ready to pass out, I think.
So a wave of emotion. That's good. That's a good start. And we also have AJ Hemingway. AJ is going to be the mini stocks team coach and will also be my co-commentator for the match on Monday afternoon. Good evening, AJ.
Evening, Jonathan. You all right?
Very well, thank you very much. Are you as excited as Danny?
Yeah, probably more excited than Danny. He sounds a little bit anxious and a little bit nervous. So, yeah, it's just playing right into our hands at the moment, is this?
Good. I like it. Good trash talking already. Good work. Right. So if we come to you first, Danny, I guess another brilliant piece of pre-meeting entertainment that your stock team are putting on at Bradford on Monday.
Yeah, definitely. Graham and Russell, they approached me with the idea a good few months back, actually, and I said, well, I'd be up for it and we'll help them organise it all. And they did it with the father-son time trials. They're just trying to get a bit of fun back into stock car, especially like before the meeting actually starts. And they're hoping to, I think, do some of every single stock car event this year there. So as long it's just something for the crowd to get entertained, and if the drivers help out a bit, it's all good fun.
It's something that's quite simple to do, but I think, just very briefly, the time trials, really well received by the people that were there.
Yeah, definitely. Stock cars is not just about people going to watch racing now. They want a bit of a show, and that's what Graham and Russell want to do. They want to make a show of things, and they've done it a little bit with having a common jack on the centre green in between races and stuff, getting the crowd going. And it's what it needs. It needs to be more of a show than just cars on track and they rely on the racing a lot of the time.
Yeah. So let's get back to the football, which you're slightly nervous and anxious about. So you took on the role of captain for the Formula 1 drivers team. Was that a sort of something you were keen on doing?
A little bit, yeah. I was obviously been involved with doing the sort of organising it a little bit. I wanted to do it, but Sophie sort of made me captain, and then we didn't pick a team. We asked the booking list if they wanted to do it, and we got a massive response. Actually, I thought a lot of drivers wouldn't want to do it, but they all seem to want to do it, so it should be a good laugh, I think.
Yeah, people often say Sophie made me do something. It seems to be like a recurring theme in stock cars.
Definitely.
So, okay, so you're the captain. I think it's a great opportunity now to share with everybody who is going to be the lineup on Monday. So if you could share your team, I guess the position you're going to play them in, what that looks like.
Well, to be honest, I asked the players what they wanted to play, because obviously none of us have played football together or played football for, a lot of years, some of us. So the players just offered where they wanted to start, and Ricky Wilson said, well, I can't run more than 100 feet, so I'll go in net. So we've got a big frame in net. Hopefully he'll fill most of the goal. That's the Ricky in net. And then Sam Makin's starting as left back. We've got some big lads in defence. Harry Maguire's brother, John Dowson.
Yeah.
And then Jack France, he's the other centre defender. And then Old Man Frank, now as he's called, on the right wing, right back.
That's a solid defence, that is. That's that. Like I say, it's solid. That
we've gone for scary rather than fast.
Okay.
Fierce and fast. Fierce gone for in defence.
Okay. Good defence, yeah.
In midfield, we've gone on the right wing. If he gets there in time, Tom Harris.
Yeah.
But if not, we've got I think Geoff Gibson. But he said if he gets there in time, we're not very punctual at the F1.
No.
Hopefully we'll have a right midfielder playing. And then in the centre, now this guy's looking to be the star player. Matt Newson. He's going to be the workhorse, he says, for all us old men.
Okay.
Even though Matty is old himself.
Yeah.
So, but he's going to be the star player, he says. And then Paul Hines at side of him. And then I'm on the left midfield for as much as I can do.
Are you left-footed, Danny?
I am actually left. I used to play left midfield for my school team.
Okay, good.
But that's a long time ago. And then up front, we've got our youngest player, which is little Frankie.
Yep.
Then Richard Bryan.
Okay.
So we've got some good subs to come on as well. James Smith, he's wearing rigger boots, and his top skill is toe punting. So
Okay.
he's going to be a good defender when he comes on, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
So,
It's sounding like a strong lineup, Danny, there.
well, it's definitely strong. I don't know if it's fit and healthy enough, but we could definitely do some tackling. I know that.
Okay, so you've given us the team sheet where people are going to be playing. So any training sessions that have been taking place this week prior to the match? Any discussions on tactics?
I think a few of them have watched a football game, maybe.
Okay.
Some might have played FIFA, but no. Paul Hines has been practicing in his massive garden, but other than that, there's no practice, nothing. Obviously, the mini lot are at school, so they'll be doing it as PE, so they're well up for it.
Are you planning a whiteboard on the day? Do you know what I mean? So you can have a bit of a, move some markable things around on it now?
I'll be lucky if they manage to stand in the right place, half of them.
So you've mentioned this, you kind of alluded to this, but I guess I want your opinion. Like when with football teams, they tend to build, a squad around key players. Who are your key players, do you think, going to be on Monday evening?
Well, judging by little Frank, he's got 10 years on most of us. He's going to have to do a lot of running.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that he's going to play the striker, the midfielder, and the defender. And Matt Newson, I think. So he's been big on the messaging that he's going to be our star player. So just hopefully Matty and little Frankie, and then the rest of us will just fill in a bit, I think.
Yeah. Well, I'm just standing around looking good, yeah?
Well, it's going Facebook Live now, isn't it? So I can't just stand about. I've got to do a little on-the-spot jog, I think.
So we've talked about, I guess, who you think your star players are going to be. Is anybody you're concerned about in the team?
Well, there's a few. There's a good age on some of them, and I've asked Sophie to make sure we've got paramedics on the sideline with oxygen. I think Frankie, if he's already moaning about his knees now, so. But yeah, I think it'll be all right. We'll sort it.
Okay. And my last question before I come to AJ. So, I mean, racing stock cars in front of a crowd is one thing. Playing a football match in front of one is something very different. Do you think there's going to be some pre-match nerves? Are you planning a motivational team talk beforehand?
I'll leave the team talk to Paul Hines. He's very good at talking to people and stuff like that. But no, I don't think none of us will be nervous about it. I think we're going to see it as a laugh, and obviously we're going to win because we will. AJ's been very secretive with his team. I think he's called in some players from somewhere else by the sounds of it, but we'll see. We're all up for it, and I don't think nerves will be bothering us. Okay,
we'll see on Monday, Danny. We'll see on Monday when we pit side. AJ, if we come to you now, so great to hear from Danny and kind of his thoughts. Most people watching this will recognise you, but I guess a brief introduction for those who don't.
For me, Jonathan, obviously I raced a little bit various stuff, but I did have a go in a Formula One once, thanks to Mark Adkins at Skegness, which I thoroughly enjoyed. And then as my daughter Lydia got a little bit older, I had to retire, and she's taken up the mantle really. So obviously she's been involved with mini stocks for a couple of years now, and thoroughly enjoying it all. So yeah.
Brilliant, thank you. So on Monday, you and I are going to be commentating on the match together because we're going to put it out on Facebook. However, you have been heavily involved in sort of organising this on behalf of the mini stocks.
Yeah, no, it's nice. It's nice just to be involved. Like just touch on what Danny said there. It's nice. Obviously, Bradford's been always close to my heart with being our local track. So anything I can do, I have popped up a couple of times and took a few flyers, and we're working in schools. I've managed to get groups from my school going up and going to racing, not just at Bradford, but so anything we can do or I can do or to help or promote the sport and certainly promote Bradford, it's a pleasure and an honour, really.
Yeah, lovely. Because we have said quite a few times in various conversations with people around Bradford that there's a huge demographic that live around there, and if we can just get those people in, and it will boost that crowd significantly, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's a massive plus getting it back, isn't it? And I know it's early doors yet, but once the crowds do start going, I mean, we've already seen some great crowds, and I know sometimes people question the crowd, but if you had that amount of people at, say, the Old Bellevue, you know, it looked packed, wouldn't it? It's just the sheer size of the venue. But yeah, it's a massive plus for the sport, and I can't wait to see it flourish in the next few years.
Yeah. So Danny had quite a bit of interest, he said, from Formula One drivers to play in his team. Did you have the same kind of interest from your guys?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're overwhelming response. I couldn't have asked for more. With messages galore. You know, people wanting to get involved and be a part of it. I think it's great to involve the kids. So thank you to BSCDA for that, for the invite. And yeah, you know, boys and girls. We've even got there's two drivers not booked in who are coming to the meeting to take part in the football, which is good. So.
Oh, I wouldn't allow guest drivers.
Licensed drivers,
my
Daniel.
booking list.
Licensed, don't say that. Licensed drivers.
Oh, where's Lee Fairhurst?
Well, where is Lee Fairhurst?
Bloody hell!
I think
once played for Bolton or something.
He did, yeah. I think once your team's like in, Danny, that's it. There's a cut-off like deadline. I don't think I don't know. Talk to Sophie. I don't know. AJ, so Danny's released his team. Is shared with us. You know, his key players. Are you in a position where you can do that tonight?
No, first of all, Jonathan. Thanks for Danny for doing that. It's really kind of him, but there's nothing there that really worries me. To be fair, I mean. Most of the names he's mentioned struggle to win at Bradford for starters, don't they? Apart from Tom, so it'd be a first for most of those guys. Slightly concerned, but we do have a plan for Paul Hines as heading abilities. We just need to be wary of that. But apart from that, there's nothing really that we're concerned about regarding the F1 lineup. I'm sure Jack France will be the modern day footballer. He'll look like Ronaldo at least until he gets the ball at his feet, I'm guessing. But yeah, I do agree with Danny. I think little Ted up front is the one to watch. But we do have that covered, if I'm being honest. Okay.
Are you not concerned about John Dawson in defence? Yeah, you've got a strong figure there to get past.
No, not really. I think youth and speed is on our side. I do slightly concerned with Ricky in goals.
Yeah.
We'll certainly have to find the small gaps that he's leaving to get the ball past him.
It's a great assessment of Danny's team there, AJ. Thank you very much for that.
No, it's just initial thoughts, Jonathan. But yeah. Regarding our team, no, I'm going to keep that close to my chest if you don't mind. We do have a squad, and we are adapting the rotational approach to the game. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. All I will say is we do have a lot of experience. We have players that have played for Man United, Huddersfield, many other clubs. We've got boys and girls playing. Yeah. So yeah, it's just wait and see. But we do have a few surprises for the Formula One guys.
I like this level of secrecy, AJ. It's creating a real event on Monday.
I think it just adds to the spice of the event, Jonathan.
It does a little bit. Danny, are you feeling okay listening to all of this?
I'm just glad he's got plenty of subs because he's going to need them with John Dowson in defence. There's not many little kids running past him, I tell you.
AJ's got a plan for it, I'm sure.
You can take care of John. He won't be the biggest on the pitch, trust me. Some quite big mini-stock drivers.
Does that mean Thomas Brighton's playing?
Exactly.
Great.
So thank you both. We've heard from both of you, both sides of the story, if you like. It's clearly going to be a very competitive football match on Monday.
Yes, definitely. From the F1's boys, definitely want to win.
So, Danny, you're obviously feeling quite confident. Could you sort of give a predicted scoreline, do you think?
I think about 3-1 to the F1 boys, obviously.
Okay. So, AJ,
might let them pass the ball into net just so they've got one goal. You know, we don't want them crying to the mum and dad to do it.
That's a bit. I'm not sure. AJ, how do you feel about that?
Well, he's open to his opinion, is Daniel, and rightly so. But I think he'll be nearer, let's say, a rugby score at a rugby pitch. But I do think they might score early doors. I'm not saying they won't. They'll be very giddy and excited. But obviously, as your dad knows, Jonathan, most of them jump the start anyway, most of the time. So I think it'll more. The fitness levels will show, shall we say, and certainly by half time, I think we'll be in a very good position. If we're not already leading, certainly by full time, I see National Mini Stocks taking the victory.
So you're going for a double figure, do you think then, AJ? Are you thinking?
Yeah. Just depending on Ricky, really.
I'm sure we're going to see some impressive football on Monday night. Thank you both so much for joining us this evening to talk it through. It's been absolutely fantastic to talk to you both.
You're very welcome.
No, thank you. Thanks for asking us.
So I guess just some details around what Monday is going to look like. So kickoff will be around 5 p.m. The BSCDA live stream will start at approximately 4:30 p.m. What I would say, however, is if you can get yourself along to Bradford this Monday, please do so. It's going to be a fantastic meeting which follows the football, and it'd be great to get as many people in the stadium as we possibly can to support your stocks and this Bank Holiday Monday event. So that's it from me, and I'll see you both on Monday pitch side.
Yep. Sleep well, Daniel.
Oh, we need to. I definitely will after the game, I know that.